Jackson Public School District leaders and school board members are preparing to bring a bond issue to Jackson voters.
We have the opportunity to consider a bond referendum that will not raise our taxes and will directly impact the current most immediate needs of our students across the district.
The district is in need of funds to address citations identified in the Mississippi Department of Education audit and to provide needed upgrades to support quality learning.
We know that many of our schools are over 40 years old. Many of them suffer from severe structural impairments, and we need to make changes to our schools to upgrade facilities and safety, as well as accessibility for all of our students across the district.
Marquita Perkins has 3 children in JPS. She says the bond is necessary and explains why.
I support the bond referendum because it will make the educational environment for all children better, and that's something that they deserve. The teachers deserve that type of environment that they can come into and be comfortable in educating our children. I believe that all of the upgrades with the science labs and things that are with the referendum, I believe all of that will just be a great benefit to all of the students in JPS, because all of them will be able to gain some type of resource or gain some type of knowledge from it. So I wholeheartedly support the referendum.
Jackson Public Schools has the opportunity to issue general obligation bonds to fund capital improvements at various schools in the district. The approximate amount of the bond is $65 million. It will be used directly toward making building improvements, renovations, and/or construction at JPS schools. Reuben Banks is a senior at Jim Hill High School.
I support the bond issue because I understand that knowledge is key. And one thing, a key aspect to getting knowledge is resources. If you don't have the resources needed, then you can't accommodate the knowledge that is needed. Some of those resources not only entail textbooks, but it's also about the learning environment. When you think about how's the air temperature, whether or not is there heat, whether or not the road is even paved to be able to get to school, those things of those nature are just a few amount of resources that you need to ensure that you have a correct academic learning environment where knowledge is instilled. And it's part of what I think JPS truly needs to make sure that not only me, but also fellow students have a great school year this year and upcoming years to come.
JPS will request from the City of Jackson the same amount of funding that the district is currently using for the 2018-2019 school year. This amount will keep Jackson Public Schools' current millage rate and tax rate for Jacksonians at the same level and will not increase taxes. Dr. Fran Bridges says the bond issue is essential to maintaining the district's accreditation status.
I am a supporter for the Jackson Public School District bond referendum. I believe, number one, that it's going to help us with eliminating the deficiencies that MDE found when they did the audit. Our children deserve a quality education. So when it comes to having air in the schools, when it comes to having updated science labs, libraries that are adequate, our children now compete not just locally in state, but they compete globally. So our children deserve a quality learning environment. When we have a quality education in our cities and our states, it's going to help us lift everybody up. Everybody rises. But we look forward to this bond issue passing and then moving on to do something to help us improve the salaries of our teachers. And so I'm 100% for the bond issue, and I encourage others to do the same thing. It'll help all of us.
Potential projects include replacing HVAC units at Forest Hill and Callaway High Schools, completing renovations of Newell Field, adding science labs at all middle and high schools, redesigning libraries to build internet cafes for students, updating the auditorium/performance space at Power APAC, building a performance space at Forest Hill High School for APAC programs, and various infrastructure projects such as replacing carpets, windows, paving parking lots, and other necessary projects.
This vote on the bond, August 7th, will enable us to clear some of these standards and begin moving our facilities across the district into the 21st century.
Jeremiah Henry is a 2018 graduate of Murrah High School. Although he is not yet old enough to vote, he supports the bond issue because of his family members who currently attend JPS.
I support the bond because it will allow all JPS schools to benefit. My sister and brothers will be in a better situation than I was, and the science labs will allow all JPS students to compete globally.
The date of the bond vote is set for Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. To learn more about the bond issue and prospective school renovation projects, please go to our website at www.jackson.k12.ms.us.